Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
There you go. Good morning. Welcome along, everyone, to another episode of Wealth Coffee Chats. 10 past 8, just after Queensland time. Actually, no, there's no more daylight savings, is there? So there you go. Welcome along, Wealth Coffee Chats, Property Management Edition for your Wednesday. Tell you what, team, we've got a guest coming in about 3 or 4 minutes. But before we get into that, team, if you haven't heard already, there's a little event coming up in a few weeks' time called the Property Summit. If you don't already know, 13th to the 15th of June. We held it last year. We're absolutely pumped. We're thrilled. We're so excited to do it again this year. And I tell you what, there's a few special guest speakers coming along as well. And so we're super excited to, find out who they are. And I'm sure everyone's super excited to find out. But of course, Jason Witten, Sam Saggers, the GOAT, and Andy Fenton, the 6-star team will be their team. So, listen, if you're part of the Positive group, the Positive Collective group, reach out to your coach, grab a ticket. There's limited tickets, team, so get in before everyone else does, of course. 13th to 15th of June. If you're part of the general public outside of the Positive Collective group, not to worry, there'll be a link in the chat. You can grab a ticket as well. Come along, share your story, find out all the insights into all the property investment gurus out there, as I say, hosted by the one and only Jason Witten. So before we get Wealth Coffee Chat started, I'm going to play a little video, show you what it's all about, and then we'll come back and get our guest on.
All right, this is going to be fun. Who has played the property game before? Who has been in the game? Who's never played the property game before? Oh, you're in for a treat. Who likes Monopoly? Did anyone like Monopoly when they were a kid? Well, this is Monopoly in real life in this room. Every hour or so, you guys are going to be up and you're going to be running around the room like maniacs trying to play the property game and win the property game.
Today, I wanted to share the lessons, the mistakes, and the wins.
I want everybody to put up their hands who knows their interest rates on all their loans right now.
If you haven't seen me around before, like 13 years in the industry, in property management specifically.
Who likes paying tax? If you need help finding somewhere to donate, I'm sure I can find somewhere else where it can go.
No, we've got an expression in that, let's go and make new mistakes in the world. Who wants to make new mistakes?
These are just strategic moves that can make such a big difference.
So obviously buy well, never sell. Definitely the majority of what everyone's looking to do is collect some A-grade assets, B-grade assets, whatever it might be.
I loved the idea of being a property investor and developing that identity.
Collectively, they have way more years experience in everything that you think you're trying to solve. Because they do it every single day.
Our good team. Oh, gives me goosebumps. Ready to go again. Like we say, June 13th to 15th team. Get amongst it. Maybe put a yes in the chat if you were there last year, or maybe a yes in the chat if you are coming again this time around mid-June. Let's see who's excited for that. Kevin's on this morning. Good morning, mate. Good morning from me. Good evening to you. Always got to get that right, Kevin. There you go. But team, if you haven't met me before, Cash Ross is my name. Head of group here for the property management team. Tell you why, we've got a bit of a guest coming along today. I've pulled one of my colleagues in here, Dean, and we're going to pull him in a second, team, because we're going to talk all about how him and the team helped one of our clients increase their rental return, which I thought was a pretty good story. We're going to get him along in a second. So whilst I press a few buttons, team, we'll bring him on in. Dean, let's see my text working. Let's have a look. There he is. What do you reckon? Maybe I shift it to that screen. I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll leave it there, Dean. So, Dean, welcome along. Your debut at Wealth Coffee Chats for the Property Management Edition. Mate, do you want to just give everyone a 30-second rundown, who you are, what you do as part of the Six Star team?
Yeah, perfect. Thanks for that, Cass. Morning, everyone. My name is Dean Offangawe. I am a relationship investment manager here at the R&W Plus team, also a part of the Six Star Positive Real Estate team. Pretty much what I do is look after new investors who are looking to rent their property or find an investment for the first time, but also for current investors who want to make the best out of their investment and get, an increase in value return. But yeah, that's pretty much me. And back to you, Cass.
Mate, awesome. I can see a few yeses in the chat too. Bob says he was there last year. Courtney can't wait. I can't wait either. I'm super pumped. And good morning, Tim, mate. Great to connect again. I better check out those emails, Tim. I'm not sure what's going on my end, but mate, I'll get that through anyway. Side chat. I'm getting distracted, team. All right, let's roll with it, team, this morning, because I asked Dean to come and share a bit of a story, how to increase your rental return with an upgrade. I heard a pretty good story from the team in relation to this, and I asked Dean to share a few slides with us this morning to just talk you guys through what happened, potentially what the objective was. Maybe there were some challenges along the way, but ultimately some insights. So let's try and get this going, Dean. I'm going to try and take myself off camera.
There we go.
Maybe that'll work. Run me through this. So here's a property here. For those that don't know, this was a townhouse in a pocket of Brisbane, inner east of Brisbane. And what Dean's going to share with you is just kind of talk you through the process of kind of where the property was last week or a couple of weeks ago, and where it is today when it comes to some cash flow, Dean. So, yep. Dean, I'll hand to you, mate, and you just tell me when to flick the slides across.
Yeah, brilliant. Now, this is one of our clients and his townhouse, and like where Cass said, in the east of Brisbane, I believe around Cannoneal. This property was pretty much renting at $625 per week, $75 below the market rent for a 3-bed townhouse there. And what we found with this property, that it was quite aged. A lot of things have not been updated, such as appliances, fixtures in the property, the kitchen, and even the laundry was quite outdated. And because of this, we saw low tenant inquiry. And because of this, the owner hasn't been able to, make more of a profit on their property and even reach that market rent status, And because of that, he wanted an objective to, increase the value of his property and also increase cash flow in terms of the rent.
And we can see here on the right-hand side, so you've highlighted here, so that's saying the average rent was around what are we trying to say here, $700 per week?
Yeah, last year in April, it was $700 per week between that January to April phase.
Okay, so the first thing was you guys established that the property was $75 below market value, in our opinion, and the conversation was how do we get it back to market value? Okay, cool, awesome. Talk me through some of these before shots. I was quite impressed to see where it's come from. So talk everyone through this.
Yeah, so like I was saying before, here's an example of the downstairs or entrance. So when you have the lounge room to the kitchen, you can see the pantry, even the cupboard space there is quite outdated. Has anyone seen, outdated, pantries, and even the wood's like chipping away?
Put in the chat team. Anyone got an investment property with a kitchen like this? Put in the chat while Dean talks us through this. Be good to see.
Yeah, as we can see, here's another snapshot of the lounge room and entrance there. The old carpets, walls are slightly off white, and you even have the the laundry. No pantry. No cupboard space. Quite outdated brickwork, and even the toilet's a bit old as well. And if you scroll down, here's the after. So the owner had some work done on the property, and as you can see here, it's got quite a nice colorway, very white. Floors have been all replaced, and even in the kitchen, there's a brand new pantry space, as well as cupboard works, as well as the fixtures and the appliances have all been replaced, like for like, brand new. So it's looking quite nice there. And another thing I wanted to point out as well was what Cass and I said was even the way the light reflects off the ground, it adds more of a, natural lighting effect to the property as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Simple renovation here from the owner. It's quite neutral colours from what I see, and low maintenance as well, I guess, with the tile floor versus the old carpet, right? And here's some more photos. I can see you guys have done some updates to the laundry there, a bit more cabinetry, which is always nice.
And even the brand new toilet, and it's always good adding, cupboard space to a laundry. Has everyone here got a lot of sheets and towels? Are you all keeping the laundry?
Yeah, Trina's jumped on, so she's renovating now. Tim. Yeah, look, it can be expensive. It just depends on, and we're going to get to kind of the end result here in terms of like return on investment, which is really what I want to highlight from this exercise. And we'll show you. Dean's going to share with you in a moment the new rental figure. Which might surprise a few people, including me, who actually went there and appraised it. And the team did a stellar job and actually got above my expectations, let alone the owner's expectations. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, Dean, so talk me through some of these bullet points and what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so funnily enough, so we actually just put it on the market just after the renovations was done. So this was done in the start of the year, and then we've put it back on the market for a new rental price. What we found was it had a lot of attraction. It was more appealing, and because of that, we had high tenant inquiry. Believe it or not, we had over, I believe 14 groups at the first inspection, and at least for $780 per week, which is $50 above the rental market. And I believe it's $730 per week as of right now for a 3-bedroom townhouse.
I remember walking through this, and I actually said to the team, I thought it was early to mid sevens, and mid sevens being like premium, top dollar. There you go. You create a good property in a great location, and you create a bit of competitive environment out there. Tell you what. What did you say? 14 groups? 14 groups first inspection.
14 groups, and it was rented off the first inspection. And chat, I just want to point out, just one more thing. It's especially when you get, renovations done. Can everyone here point out what would be important if you put it online? I guess the marketing will come into place, right? Making sure that you get the best, even photos, updated photos of those changes you've made, and making sure that it's clear and crisp and can attract to the crowd. And that's what we've done, and that's how we did get a good result going onto the rental market for the first time since.
All right, let's go have a look at the costs and the figures in this space, team. So as we got about 3 minutes, Dean. So run me through this. So you've sort of said to everyone, hey, it was $625 per week. We initially identified some market rent gap there, but then you guys implemented one of our core strategies there in relation to renovation, upgrades, etc. Now, don't get me wrong, team. Cosmetic upgrades can be a few $1,000s. It can be tens of thousands of dollars, right? It depends at what level you want to play at, what your buffers will allow, what your overall strategy is. Obviously, talk to your coaching team about this if need be. But your good property management groups and someone like Dean here, they can really identify what's going on here, and it's really good to see an actual return. Because I tell you what, team, I've been doing this 14 years. I've seen clients go and spend $20,000, $30,000+ on a renovation to only get the same rent that they were getting prior to spending it. So sometimes, I'm not sometimes, but all the time, it's not just about throwing the money. We want to be very strategic how we invest the money to make sure we get a return. So Dean, 625, and then we got
625, and then we're now at 780, and that's all in a 12-month period. That's the difference. 12 months.
To be honest, the figure we all want to know is this last one, right? How good's this?
Yeah.
Anyone want $8,000 extra in their bottom line this year? I do. Don't know about you guys, but so I think we worked it out on costs, and obviously just for privacy reasons, things like that. We think we worked out, Dean, on the investment and the end result. The return on investment was about 16%, I think, on the client's money, which is really good. I've seen some, go 20, 25% return on investment there. So again, team, it depends what we're overall trying to deliver here in terms of cash flow. You've seen some other strategies where you could be looking to do some upgrades to then sell, refinance, whatever it might be. There's many different things in there, Dean. So then you got 60 seconds. Run everyone through what they can do and some ideas for them.
Yeah, so look, here's some examples of what you can do for maintenance to increase your value. Like repainting walls, that doesn't have to be just internal. It can be external as well. Just to, just add a bit more color. And as you can see there, we had off-white walls of the other listing, and now it's repainted. It looks more fresh. Same thing goes for flooring. Sometimes you can remove the carpet. You can get tiled floors for less maintenance, which is appealing to tenants. New cabinetry or adding cabinetry adds more value. People love storage space, as well as LED lights. What we find is lighting can also change the look of a room. We get the brand new LED lights installed. That makes a big difference. Finally, we can get ceiling fans installed or split system air cons. A lot of tenants are starting to, they do prefer to have the aircon in every room or in the main general spaces, living room or master bedroom. If you don't have one, might be good to look into it. That can always increase the rental value of your property immensely. And finally, just small things like even just regrouting and getting new appliances. So it might be a good team to just check the tag on some of your appliances and see if it's a time to replace it or update it.
That's awesome, mate. Well, look, thank you for sharing. I think the number, I took three lessons out of this conversation that we had the other day when you were putting some stuff together for us. And number one was kind of like, guys, understand your marketplace, understand your rents, where they sit. You'll be surprised. Last 24 hours, no joke, we've had a client that I know of who is happy to take a $70 hit right now because they like the tenant. And look, I think that's awesome, in that space. But, we've got to keep in mind where these investment properties need to be run like businesses sometimes. And, at some point, there's going to be some pain if we're not keeping up with market rent. So number one, understand your market. Make sure you don't have that market rent gap. And number two, if you do number two will help you make more informed decisions. And so you can make decisions with clarity, with confidence, and you can execute with speed in that space. And base it on data and evidence and not fluff, I suppose. And number three is take action in this step. In this case, the client got on board. He went for it, and tell you what, 50% return on his money, extra $8,000 in revenue in the first year, and that's just in the first 12 months. Leased it, first inspection, 14 groups. I mean, look, geez, you couldn't have asked for a better campaign if we tried. So that's awesome stuff, Dean. Thanks for sharing. So that was an insight into how to increase your rental return with an upgrade. Tell you what I'm going to do. I don't have Dean's email right in front of me, but team, if there's an opportunity in your portfolio that you want to look at this particular strategy and maybe it's that time to do an annual sort of audit on your portfolio with what you're doing and where your rents are at. Potentially drop me an email below there across your screen, or just pop a yes in the chat, and we'll get Dean to reach out and have a chat to you guys and see if we can find you $8,000 in your bottom line, and hopefully we can in that space. So Dean, well done, mate. There's your debut. Wealth Coffee Chats done and dusted, mate. Good stuff. Team, that's it. It's 8:30. Wealth Coffee Chats done and dusted. Team, have a good Wednesday. Thanks for having us as always, and we'll catch you soon.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6 Star team here at positivementor.com.au.